When I was looking for this spoiler for my Model 3, I found out there are a lot of options out there, and some of them are sold under different names for different prices. So this is a guide to the 9 options for the Model 3. So number 1, Tesla has a spoiler that comes with the Performance Model 3, well, eventually anyway. It appears to be real carbon fiber, and it wraps around where the edges stop just short of the trunk lines here. It attaches both to the top and the back of the trunk. It has a pretty flat profile and has a gradual taper as it reaches the edges. I've read that Tesla has a price of $660 for them, but I couldn't find anywhere where anyone has actually been able to purchase one. And that's probably because there's still a waiting list of owners who haven't gotten them yet. I've seen them selling on eBay though for $450 and up if you search by the part number. Number 2, Unplugged has an interesting option available for pre-order right now. It's also carbon fiber and it wraps all the way completely around the trunk and has a very flat profile almost parallel to the top of the trunk. They make some impressive claims about efficiency improvements and appear to have the data to back it up, so that's pretty cool. They are pricey though at $695. Number 3, Meyer Racing has a couple options kind of along the same lines as Unplugged, where they both wrap completely around the trunk, but where Unplugged is almost flat, these angle up quite a bit. There's a 4-inch or a massive 7-inch deep option for $899 and $999. Number 4, T-Sportline spoiler also attaches to the top and back of the trunk. It's carbon fiber and looks to be the narrowest option available. You can see it's not much wider than the back glass. I'm pretty sure I remember this one being priced at $700 before, but it looks like they're now at $499 for gloss or matte finish. I also found what appears to be the same spoiler sold under the not so subtle name JC Sportline for $299, though only in glossy. RPM seems to sell the same thing where they call it Trimline. Number 5, Icon Motorsports is what I bought and I really like it. For the price, I was surprised that it looks to be real carbon fiber, but I had it painted to match my car anyway. It's a bit wider than the Tesla spoiler where it reaches just past the trunk lines. Compared to the Performance, it only attaches to the top, it doesn't wrap around the trunk lip, and it doesn't have the gradual taper at the ends. The only place I could find it at the time was eBay at $170, and they were sold out last time I checked. I'll keep an eye out and update the links in the description if I find more sellers. It cost me $100 to get it painted, but that's optional and prices will vary anyway. Number 6, the 3D carbon spoiler is pretty chunky, and it's interesting that they call it carbon when it's not made from carbon fiber. It's tall and wide and reminds me of the spoiler from a Dodge Viper. They're on eBay for $260 unpainted or $330 painted, which is cool to have that option. Number 7 looks to be a variation of number 6. It has very similar chunky edges, but they kind of got fancy in the middle with a cutout section. I've seen it on eBay and AliExpress direct from China for $140 unpainted. Number 8 I'll call the generic China spoiler. These are all over Amazon and eBay under many different names and prices. They're pretty narrow like the T-Sportline, but only sit on top of the trunk and are pretty thick. I've seen them as low as $160 shipped from China or around $200 shipped from the US. Number 9, when I checked out the RPM blade in person, I wasn't too impressed with the wavy surface finish, but it has been out a while and it's pretty popular. It's kind of in the middle in size, wider than the T-Sportline or generic, but not as wide as the Performance or the Icon, and it only attaches to the top. It's around $270 shipped. So that's it. I hope this helps you sort through the mess. I'll leave links in the description, and thanks for watching.